everybody, welcome back to This Random Journey. Today is day 15 of our book a week challenge, and we are reading in Love Your Life, Not Theirs, my Bible, of course, and Hello Fears. In my Bible today, it was talking about Jobaba? I can't remember his name. Jehoshaphat, maybe? Man, I really need to get better at remembering the names of people in the Bible. I need to work on that. I'm actually, one thing I did want to mention today is I am working on memorizing scriptures out of the Bible because I realized that I don't know things that I want to know when I want to know them, such as names, and also where stories specifically are in the Bible. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to work on Bible memorization. So today I started working in the Gospels according to John chapter 1, and I have memorized through verse 8. So I'm going to be working on memorizing the Gospel of John. So that'll be exciting and fun to do, a kind of a challenge for myself. Today in my Bible reading, I finished up 1 Kings, I believe, and I will be going into 2 Kings. Yep. I'm going to be headed into 2 Kings. So at the end of 1 Kings, there's Jezebel. I always remember her name. But anyways, Jezebel and her husband, they were awful. And the prophet basically said that Jezebel is going to be killed and eaten by the dogs in the street. I don't think that's actually happened yet, but it's been prophesied over her. So that was the main story that stuck out to me in my Bible reading today. In the Love Your Life, Not Theirs book, it was talking a lot about relationships and marriage and being married. The habit was being married to your money. And yeah, it was a lot of things I already know and do with my husband. So it was one of those, I quickly read it, skipping over some of it even whenever I'm like, okay, I know 100% what she's talking about. And so it was okay, but I just couldn't really get into it because it's already things that we do. And so there was a couple things in there that I was like, oh, that's nice, you know, but it was more for thoughts of other people and how to maybe help someone else through a situation. Like it talked about boyfriends and girlfriends and that kind of thing. So I was thinking about my children and how to teach them, and it did talk about parents and children and that kind of thing. So I did read those ones really thoroughly, but like I said, the ones with the marriage, a lot of what she was talking about we already implement. So anyways, moving on to Hello Fears. This book is not disappointing, like I keep saying. It's really great. It always makes me think, and it always makes me think about things I need to work on in myself. Today was Hello No. So instead it's like, here, I'll just let you guys see. It's backwards, but see? Heck yes. That's what it says. Learning how to ask for the things you want, need, and deserve. This is the key takeaways page that I show you every time. I have that open. Sorry if I am kind of rushing. Dinner is on the table ready to go, and I'm just trying to get this video made for you guys today. Just kind of in a rush. I want to be able to relax the rest of the evening. So anyways, the takeaways was time. It was talked about time, which, here comes Susie. Thank you. Time. I have said this so many times in the past, and then of course she just reinstated it into my mind. Time is precious. We cannot waste our time. If we are wasting our time, we are wasting the most precious commodity known to man, because you cannot get it back. You can get a lot of things back, but you cannot get your time back. Whatever you decide to spend your time on, that time is now gone, and you cannot get it back. So, it's a precious commodity. I've talked about that several times on my Facebook, my personal Facebook page, and then I don't know if I've put that on any of my public stuff or not, but is something that I really believe in, that if you give someone your time, and this is going off the book, out of the book, she didn't talk about this, but if you give someone your time, you are giving them a piece of you, a piece of your life. So anyways, that is just my little tidbit. She kind of talked on that too, about how we need to be selective with what we say yes to and make sure it's actually something we want to do. She said it's not always selfish to say no thank you, but it is important to say everything with kindness and make sure that we are being kind whenever we are saying no. And she gave some stories and examples of different times that, like this one time when she was on a plane and she wasn't kind, but her husband was, and different things. She said it's not always selfish to say no and not help someone or do something that someone else wants. That it's okay to say no. And then this chapter was mainly about assertiveness and how to be assertive and the importance of being assertive. And I realized that I am not an assertive person. Through her reading what she has put down for assertiveness, I realized that a lot of times I will just kind of go with the flow. I won't speak my mind a lot of times just because I want everything to go smoothly, so I'll just let it go even if I don't agree with it, or what have you. I'm not very assertive in like asking for a replacement. She kept on referring back to like meals at like a restaurant if something was wrong with it, and she gave extreme examples, like if you saw a bug in it or something, that you would just like push it aside, go ahead and pay for the check and leave without eating it. I could see that being me. One time I was in a restaurant and I did not enjoy my meal. I was like halfway through it or something. I did not enjoy it at all, and I threw a little fit. And I tell you what, I cried. I came home and I bawled and I bawled and I bawled. So yeah, I didn't feel good about it because I felt like I was doing something wrong. But she assures me that being assertive is okay and that it's not doing something wrong. But anyways, there was a lot of good in this. We talked about... You're staring at me.
Ready to eat dinner.
I know. My husband's over here staring at me because he's ready to eat dinner. It's talking about indecisiveness and how to take care of that. She had like 3 steps, which was 1, pay attention to your body's reaction. 2, take your time to think and answer properly. 3, evaluate your decision-making process. And it says, why would you say yes? And then don't make fear-based decisions ever. And she made the point to say, think of it as emojis, and she had little emojis. She said if your initial reaction is like, yeah, then she's like, you should do it. She's like, but then if it's like, she's like, maybe you should think about it. And then if it's like, then you should just not do it. And be assertive and tell the person, I'm sorry, it's not something I'm interested in doing. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. I've got to go eat dinner with my family and maybe watch a show. I hope you guys liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again tomorrow.